Hunting with a bow takes dedication. It requires hundreds of hours of practice and hundreds more waiting for your prey to come close enough for a lethal mortal shot. While archery hunting has been around since primitive times, its popularity is soaring today. Men and women are showing they are up to the challenge of perfecting their skills with a bow. Few are more dedicated than Anita Zelenka of rural Watson, Minnesota. She started getting serious about bow hunting 5 years ago to be active in the outdoors with her husband Paul and 2 sons. Now she spends more time hunting than her guys do. We went out to visit Anita in mid-October, the day after she shot a buck from about 30 yards away from a tree stand in the Lackaparle Wildlife Refuge. From a deer stand that she uses for target practice, Anita vividly describes how she got her deer.
I was in a pine tree. And so there's a lot of branches like this, so you have, like there's a clear shot here, and there was a okay shot over that way. It was a okay shot because you got branches you got to worry about, but that's part of hunting. I saw the deer, I rattled just a little bit, so give him a reason to come. So he started coming this way, but he didn't come to my clear shot. He came over there. So I'm like, dang. So I was ready, I had my stand, I was ready to where I could have shot like this beautifully, but oh no, he had to go over there. So I'm like, oh my gosh. I couldn't shoot him sitting down because there was too many branches. So I had to go like this and move back close to the tree, like this, and then I had to bend down a little to get like this. And that's how I did it. So, and you don't have a lot of time because they don't stand there and say, oh, shoot me, you know, they've got their own business. He's on looking for something else. So, and then, you know, I called my husband and said, I'm pretty sure I just got a lethal shot. And so he came and we tracked him, and then we found him about 300 yards away, and he was dead. So
Anita and Paul estimate the buck weighed 160 to 170 pounds. And from it, they processed about 100 pounds of meat for steaks, burgers, stews, and jerky. But we all know wild game isn't free. Besides a specialized Mathews Solo Cam bow and arrows at $15 each, Anita has invested thousands of hours into perfecting her shot.
my first year of deer hunting, I hunted on the ground. But it's so much more fun in a tree because you can see so much more. You know, you could see a deer coming from way over there. And I used to be afraid of heights too. So I still have a healthy respect for being up high. So it's it's different up here. It's nice to sit and look and have a bird's eye view, I guess.
Anita secures herself to the tree with a safety belt.
I feel safer when I have this on as well. So I use it all the time. It does not interfere with hunting.
Anita almost never misses when she practices. All 3 arrows are on target.
Well, these are all would be called lethal, mortal. The animal would be mortally wounded if it got either of these shots because it's all heart, lungs, liver. And the deer wouldn't go very far.
Not many years ago, Anita didn't think she had any talent for hunting.
Prior to that, I tried it off and on for both bow and gun hunting deer for like 20 years. But you know, it's hard when your kids are young, you didn't feel like you could, and I wasn't any good. I didn't practice enough and I wasn't good. And then it turned out, my husband said, maybe you should be shooting left-handed because I'm right-handed, but I'm left-eye dominant. And once I switched over, when I started to get serious about it and I switched over, I'm successful. So I keep doing shooting.
Anita was hooked on hunting. But when she started going after wild turkeys, that's when the passion set in.
So the very first year I shot my deer, I was hooked. I was like telling the boys, oh my God, this is so much fun. I want to do more. I'm going to hunt turkeys in the spring. My youngest son goes, Mom, if you want to shoot a turkey, you better get a gun. It's pretty tough to shoot a turkey at the bow till you're really good at it. And if you really want to hunt turkeys, you need to use a gun. I said, so that's where I started with the guns. So the first time I went turkey hunting, when we called in this great big huge tom came in and I shot it, I was hooked. After that, I started saying, I gotta do this more. But the turkey I shot with a bow this year, I was pretty excited because I didn't have a blind. A lot of people in the spring use a blind because turkeys see so well. And I just sat behind some tree branches and I saw them a half mile away. And the whole time I shoot left-handed and they're coming from behind. So I have to sit like this and you can't move. If they see you move, then you're busted. And sure enough, they came. And as soon as they had their backs to me and they were fanned out, I drew back. And as soon as it turned around and faced me, I shot it. And I tell you, no one was there, but I screamed. I was so excited. I think that not everybody would agree with me, but I really like turkey hunting. I don't know why. It's just probably because they are just so hard to get close to when it's not breeding season. Most of the guys wouldn't agree with me. See, this last couple weeks, I said, well, I'm gonna go turkey hunting and if I see a deer, I'll shoot it. Whereas most guys go, like my sons will say, I'm going deer hunting and if I see a turkey, I'll shoot it, if they have a turkey license, so.
Anita's love of hunting goes beyond outsmarting her prey. It's her way to relax and bond with nature.
Like one time I was sitting in a tree right here in our land and I had, and this is no lie, at least 75, I'm estimating that, blue jays land in the tree I'm in and the tree next to me. This whole swarm comes in, they just land, and they look at you and they're like inches away and you look at them and then they realize you and then they flutter away. I mean, I don't know how to explain that, but that's a pretty powerful feeling.
We asked Anita why more women don't follow her lead and pursue the art of hunting.
There is becoming more and more women, it's becoming a surgence of it. Like I can actually say that these pants here are designed for women. They got elastic in the waistband. It didn't used to be that way. So I think women hunting is becoming more popular, but it hasn't been because of the barriers of just not being trained when you're younger, Boys, it's like a rite of passage for a boy to learn how to shoot and hunt, right? I mean, if you live out here in the country, boys are trained to hunt at a very young age. And a girl, unless they have a lot of interest, isn't. I never was. I never was encouraged to growing up. So I think that's part of it.
They were going every direction.
And I also think when women, like younger women, like if you've got young children, I hate to say it, but women we're very responsible. We think about, I tried it when I was younger. I tried to hunt and I'd think about, I need to do laundry, I need to get supper going, I thought about all the things I needed to do. And I think it's easier for guys to just like, yeah, we'll worry about that stuff later, I'm going hunting, I think more and more women are hunting, but they're not hunting alone. I think that's what, I'm a little different than a lot of women is because I don't need to have my husband or boyfriend take me hunting. Some of it's fear. I have to tell you, when I first started going hunting by myself, like let's say 5 years ago by myself with a bow, I would get afraid of like coyotes howling and, seeing a raccoon or something. I mean, it sounds stupid to say that, but I really was. But I just learned to not be afraid anymore. I learned that I'm the predator, they're more afraid of me. I overcame a lot. I overcame fear by hunting by myself because you come back when it's dark or you go out when it's dark. And I also have gotten really strong. So I think more women would hunt if they could overcome some of those fears.
Anita's passion for hunting in the outdoors balances off her demanding job as a registered nurse at a Chippewa County hospital.
It's a pretty high demanding, actually kind of a stressful job when you're taking care of people and there's some of the things involved with it. So I find that I don't need to go to work out at an exercise place or do meditation or even drink. This is what I do, is I hunt to relax and enjoy nature.
Anita's hunting venture started as a way to spend more time with her sons and husband. Now she's the primary hunter in the family.
He will tell you that I hunt way more than he does. He'll tell anybody I hunt way more than he does, but he did it all his life. I say, but I'm making up for lost time. And as soon as I get off work, I go hunting, and some mornings I go hunting before work, so it's just really what makes me happy. It keeps me sane, I guess.